students. So today we'll discuss about physical stability of emulsion. With this, in the physical stability of emulsion, when we'll tell the emulsion is stable, so when we'll prevent the coalescence of the particles or globules, and also will prevent the creaming, phase inversion, will prevent the change in color, appearance. So if when we will make all these prevent all these changes, we can tell it is stable. So that's why we need to know what are the instabilities of this emulsion so that we can stabilize it. So let us discuss about what are the instabilities of emulsion. In this first one, the first instability is flocculation and creaming, and your coalescence and breaking, physical and chemical changes, and phase inversion. So these four instabilities are there for the emulsion. So let us discuss about the first one, flocculation and creaming. So this flocculation and creaming, what is this creaming process? Flocculation means the particles, the globules will aggregate to prepare the flux, like suspension as I told. So this flocculation is a good sign in suspension, but here if the globules will aggregate, then it is a bad sign of the for the stability of the emulsion. So it is creaming means accumulation of these droplets. So if the oil phases will aggregate, or the water phases will aggregate, globules will aggregate, then it will instability of this. So to know that creaming process, we are going for a law, Stokes law, and from that we can calculate the rate of creaming. So for that we are taking the equation, that is your terminal velocity v is equal to d square into uh, rho s minus rho 0 into g divided by 18 eta 0. So here v means terminal velocity and d means diameter of the particles of the dispersed phase, rho s means density of the dispersed phase, and rho 0 means density of the dispersion medium, g means acceleration due to gravity, and eta 0 means viscosity of the dispersion medium. Viscosity of the dispersion medium. So it is, from this we can know, we can understand that what are the things, what are the parameters which are directly proportional to creaming process and how to prevent this. So you can see here rate of creaming, because we don't need creaming here. So if creaming increases, that is due to diameter of the globules and difference in densities of the two phases and acceleration due to gravity, and it is inversely proportional to viscosity, that is eta 0. So here if we will make three things perfect, then we can prevent the creaming process. First one, if we will maintain the diameter of the globules and the difference between density of two phases. If density is less, then it is more stable, and we cannot change the acceleration due to gravity, that is a constant term. Also, if we will increase the viscosity, then also we can prevent the rate of creaming process. So generally you can see, if you are taking a oil in water emulsion, then the creaming will be towards upward, because the density of oil phase is less as compared to water. So the density, oil globules will come upward direction. So the creaming will be towards upward. If we are taking a water in oil emulsion, then rate of creaming will be towards downward. The creaming process will be towards downwards. So this is the normal fundamental of this flocculation and creaming. So it is also there are different types of techniques. What I told from the Stokes law, we can prevent the creaming and this flocculation process. First one, increasing the viscosity. Second one, reducing the particle size. Then minimizing the difference between the density of the two phases. So by making these three things, we can prevent the flocculation and creaming process of this emulsion. And can increase the stability of emulsion. Now coming to the second one, coalescence and breaking. What is this coalescence? Coalescence means it is the aggregation of globules. Globules will aggregate. So if the globules will aggregate, what will happen? Slowly it will rupture the interfacial film on the surface present in the oil water interface, and it will make a single phase. It will make a single phase. So that's why this coalescence has a big instability of this emulsions. So it is so many types of techniques there to prevent this coalescence of this emulsion. So it is by making different changes we can prevent it. The first one, it will make uniformity of the particle sizes, and it will increase the viscosity of the emulsion, and if will maintain the phase volume ratio, then also we can prevent this uh, instability of emulsion. So always remember the dispersed phase should not be more than 74% of the total emulsion. If it is more than 74%, then definitely there is a chances of breakdown of the emulsion and coalescence will occur, and sometimes phase inversion will occur. So these are the coalescence and breaking. Now coming to physical and chemical changes. So physical and chemical changes means physical property of the emulsion will change, chemical property of the emulsion will change, because we are using different types of emulsions, like natural gums we are taking, starch we are taking as emulsifying agents. So these type of substances having high bacterial load, microbiological load. So these microorganisms will grow inside the emulsion and it will break down the emulsion. So what are the changes we will see? We will see change in pH, we will see the breakdown of emulsion, and also we will see uh, different types of color changes in the emulsion. So that's why we should use very less amount of this type of substances, because already we are having different types of surfactants to stabilize it. So we can use different types of emulsifiers, we can use soaps, we can use different types of cationic emulsifiers, and also we need to neutralize the charges of the particle. So so that we can prevent the this changes in the emulsion, physical and chemical changes in the emulsion. Coming to fourth one, phase inversion. So phase inversion means oil in water emulsion will be changed to water in oil, or water in oil emulsion will change to oil in water. So how it is happening? For example, we will take, when we prepare oil in water emulsion by using the sodium stearate, by using a sodium stearate, it is a monovalent soap. So it is stabilized by this monovalent soap, sodium stearate, and when we are adding calcium chloride, one electrolyte calcium chloride in this, it is changed to water in oil. When we are adding calcium chloride in this, it is changed to water in oil. Why it is changing to water in oil? Because it will form, the calcium salt will bind with the stearate and it will form a divalent. It will form a calcium stearate, which is a divalent soap. So this divalent soap we are using to stabilize water in an oil emulsion, to stabilize water in oil emulsions. So here what will happen? Oil in water will change to water in oil emulsion. So we prepared oil in water, but it is changed to water in oil. So it's a big instability of the emulsions. So it is one thing we have to remember also in the phase inversion, the phase volume ratio. If we maintain the phase volume ratio, then we can prevent this type of things. Always we have to take the dispersed phase very less as comparison to dispersed phase. Suppose we are taking, we have prepared the oil globules, oil in water emulsion, and we are making oil globules inside water. So if in this we have added less amount of water, what will happen? The emulsion will break, because due to less amount of dispersion medium or continuous phase, it cannot disperse inside there is no sufficient continuous phase, so it cannot disperse. So that's why it will break down, it will inverse, it will be reversed to other type water in oil emulsion. So for that we need to remember that the dispersion phase we are taking should be more than the dispersed phase, and the quantity of dispersed phase we are taking should not exceed 74%. It should be less than 74%, so that we can stabilize it. So this is all about your physical stability of emulsion. In the next class we will discuss about preservation of emulsion and your rheological property and formulation of emulsions. Thank you.